Hello friends, today we are going to talk about bioreactor. We are going to talk what is a bioreactor. We are going to learn about how does a bioreactor work and what are the different parts of a bioreactor. So the first thing is, what is a bioreactor? So bioreactor is a container which maintains biologically active environment. And what is biologically active environment? An environment in which microorganisms can grow or are biologically active. Okay, so an environment which is optimum for the growth of microorganism is known as biologically active environment, and a bioreactor helps in maintaining that environment. Okay, if you want to know more about biologically active environment, you can go to second video in this video series. Okay, so now here is a schematic diagram of the bioreactor, and here we have 5 parameters of biologically active environment which are maintained inside this container. Okay, the first parameter is sterility. So before moving into how sterility is maintained inside the container, we should know what does a sterile environment mean. So a sterile environment means that there should be no living microorganism, or there should not be any living organism inside the environment. So in a sterile environment, there should not be any living microorganisms. So for sterilizing this container, it is done by steam. So we use steam for sterilizing this container. In the labs also, we generally use autoclave, and which utilizes steam. Autoclave utilizes steam to sterilize the equipments which are placed in it. In the same way, here we are using steam for sterilizing the entire bioreactor. So what happens is, steam enters through this port and steam stays in the bioreactor, and it maintains the temperature of the bioreactor at 121 degrees Celsius. Okay, so it is going to maintain the temperature of the bioreactor at 121 degrees Celsius for particular time period, and after that the steam is passed out and the bioreactor is now sterile. That means all the microorganisms which are present in the bioreactor are now killed or are now dead. Okay, so we need not to worry about contamination. The second thing is nutrients. So once the bioreactor is sterile, once the bioreactor is clean, what we do, we add nutrients from this port, that is the nutrients media port. So we add nutrient media from the nutrient media port, we add the nutrients. But the question here is, the size of the bioreactor is up to 5 lakh liters. Okay, and the nutrient media which is there in it is of the equal amount, and the cell biomass which grows in it is also of similar amount. Okay, and we want that each and every microorganism from that huge amount of microorganisms, from that huge amount of biomass, each and every cell should get a good amount of nutrition. And for that we have impellers here, and these impellers are connected to agitator shaft, which is further connected to a motor. Now with the help of motor, this agitator shaft rotates, these impellers they rotate, and now they mix the nutrient media in the cell. And this is the point here, these impeller mixes the nutrient media and the cell so that each and every cell gets equal amount of nutrients, so that the cells don't settle down. So impellers help in preventing the settling down of the cells, because once the cells settle down, the very bottom cells might not get the nutrition. So the impellers help in preventing the settling down of the cells, and in this way nutrients are provided to each and every cell. The next point which comes here is temperature. So we need to maintain optimum temperature if we want the microorganisms to grow, because enzymes inside microorganisms are going to work at optimum temperature only. Okay, so what we do, we have a temperature sensor here, and once we sense that the temperature is rising, we need to do something to cool it down, to cool the bioreactor down. And for that we have a water jacket. So it is a jacket which surrounds the entire container, which surrounds the entire bioreactor. So cool water is going to move into the jacket, it is going to cool down the entire container, and then it's going to move out from this water outlet. Okay, so this water jacket is going to help us in cooling down the bioreactor. And the next thing is pH. We have a pH sensor here, and once we sense that the pH is rising, we are going to add equivalent amount of acid here, and if we sense the pH is decreasing, we are going to add equivalent amount of base so that the pH is maintained optimum. And because enzymes are also dependent on pH, we need to maintain pH optimum. Otherwise the enzymes won't work, otherwise the microorganisms won't survive. Okay. The next point which comes is oxygen, and we don't want our microorganisms to struggle for oxygen, so we have a sparger here. So sparger is like two plates and the top one having holes in it. Okay, so it is a hollow plate with the top side having holes in it, and this hollow plate is connected to the pressurized oxygen rich air. So now oxygen rich air passes through this sparger, and from these pores it emerges out as bubbles, and these bubbles are broken by the impellers and mixed with the nutrients and the cells. Now the cells can easily uptake oxygen from the surroundings. So oxygen is now also maintained. One important thing which we missed is baffles. So what baffles do is they help in preventing vortex formation. So they help in preventing vortex formation, because once the impellers start to rotate, there can be a vortex formation, and vortex formation prevents efficient mixing of nutrients. Okay, so if you want efficient mixing, you need to prevent vortex. So these plates, which are 1/10 of the diameter of the entire container, which are known as baffles, are going to prevent the formation of vortex. Okay, so now sterility is maintained with the help of steam, nutrients with the help of agitator, impeller, and the nutrients, that is the nutrient media which we add. Temperature, it is maintained with the help of water jacket and the temperature sensor. pH with the help of pH sensor and acid base port. Oxygen with the help of agitator, this agitator shaft, impellers, and this sparger. With the help of all these things, the oxygen is also maintained. And once everything is perfect, and once we reach the final stage, what we do is we open this effluent port and collect whatever is there in this container into another container for further processing. So that is all about a bioreactor. In the description there are a few questions. Please do those questions and mention your answers in the comments. If you have any questions, any queries, please do mention them in the comments. And we really value your suggestions. Please do not forget to mention your suggestions also in comments. Thanks.